Hello everyone. So it is day 2 of learning JavaScript from code. In our previous video, we have learned about what is JavaScript and why it is useful. And today in day 2, we'll be learning about what is variable, data type, and output and input method. So let's get started. So what is variable in JavaScript? So when you write a program, whether you are making a website, you are building an app, or you are making a game, we have to deal with data like number, name, choice, score, message, etc. But the thing is that the computer don't understand it like human do. They just store and manipulate the binary data in the memory. So to make sense of the data, we need to store it somewhere with a label, basically a container. And that is where the variables comes in. Let us understand it in a better way. So think of a variable as a labeled container or a box. So for example, you label the box as username and you put a name of John inside it. And now you make another box as score and you put 95 inside it. Now, the thing is that the computer now exactly knows when you are typing username what you are referring to. And suppose now you type score, the computer knows which type of data you are referring to. So in simple terms, variable is name storage in memory, which is used to hold the data, change, reuse, and reference the value later in our program. In JavaScript, there are three keyword variables that are var, let, and const. Var is an old way used rarely, mostly for legacy code, and importantly, it is a function scope. What is function scope? What is global scope? We will be understanding it in our future videos. Let declare a changeable value, and it is used 90% of the time by the coder, and it is a block scope. Whereas constant, which is written as const, is declared a constant, and the value is unchanged, and it is also a block scope. So now let us head on to learning data types. So what are data types and why do data types exist? So when you are writing something in JavaScript, you are not just writing a text. You are giving a set of instruction to the memory. The machine needs to know that what kind of data it's dealing with and to decide how much memory to allocate it. What operation are allowed it. Example, you can't multiply hello by 2. It will give us name. How to process, display, and store. So JavaScript is a loosely typed language, which means we don't need to declare the type of the variable as it determined automatically in the runtime based on the value you assign. So, for example, if we come here and we write username equal to John, then the JavaScript already know what type of data type it is. So, if we want to find it out, we can just simply type log and type of, and inside it we can declare the value, we can declare the variable. Now, if we print it, we can find out what type of data it is. So, we'll use, so we can see that it is a string. So, let us understand what are all the primitive type of data in JavaScript. So, there are 7 primitive type of data in JavaScript that are string, number, boolean, null, undefined, begin, symbol. So what is string? String is a sequence of character, whereas a number is all numerical value, no separate integer or float. Boolean are the true and false value, whereas null is intentional absence of value. Like if there is no value, then it is declared as null. Undefined. Suppose we declare a variable but we don't assign any value in it, then it is known as undefined. Begin. Begin are generally the large number which is described by n at the last. Symbol. Symbol are unique and immutable identifier. So now let us know what are the types of non-primitive data in JavaScript. So there are three types of non-primitive data in JavaScript data: object, array, and function. Object is a collection of key value pairs. An array is an ordered list of value with index. Function is a block of reusable codes. So, as now we have understand about what is variable and data types, let us jump quickly to learning the output and input method in JavaScript. So, whenever we write a JavaScript program, we often need to show the data either to the user, developer, or browser. This process is called outputting, and there are various JavaScript output and input methods. So, whenever we write a program in JavaScript, we have to show the data, maybe to the user or the developer or in browser. This process is called outputting. There are various JavaScript output and input methods. Let us know them one by one. So, first of all, we have console.log. It is used basically to print the output of the data inside the browser or the terminal, whereas alert is used to show a pop-up to the user, whereas prompt is used to take input from the user. Console.warn is helpful for showing warning in the console. Document.write and inner text and inner HTML is a part of DOM manipulation. So document.write can help to directly write to the web page body, whereas inner text and inner HTML show or modify the content in the HTML.